Hey everybody, I'm getting a few questions about how ZyBooks are working, so I just wanted to run through this and make sure everybody was on the same page with this. So you can see we're in our class, and I'm going to come to our week 1 assignment in ZyBooks. So here we are in week 1, it's already expanded out, and then we have week 1 homework. Now, during this week, you have 2 assignments. I'm just going to click on the week 1 homework, but you need to do both of these and they'll work the same way. Okay, so I'm clicking on the week 1 homework and it will take me to the beginning of the chapter where we're working on the material. All right. Now, when I work through this, you will see either little check marks or you'll see little blank boxes as I go through here. The check marks mean that I have completed the activity. One thing that's important is that you may need to complete every activity. So these participation activities are important and part of your grade. Make sure that you complete them. So to do that, you'll click on the Start button. You'll have an explanation down here that talks to you a little bit about it. And I've only gone through the first part of the activity. So now I need to play and go to the next part of the activity. And it's still playing, and I'll read. Make sure that you read and that you understand. The reading is below, the understanding is above. And then I need to finish the third activity. Okay? Make sure you do them all. They go all the way through. When I finish, then that little arrow turns to a back arrow to let me replay if I want to. Okay? And then I will get the check mark. Now, even though you may have a check mark on something saying you completed it, if you come back to it, the answers won't be here. That is there for a reason. If you want to study for the midterm, you can come back and practice on these questions. And if you do that, then having the answers already there won't really help you to study. So, for example, if I read this first question and I answer it, even if I answer it wrong, I still have the check mark over to the side. Okay? It remembers that you've answered the question. It just doesn't put the answers back up after you've already answered it once. So please keep that in mind as you work through the ZyBooks. If you want to come back and practice, you can do that. Okay? So you can see what I've worked on. And if you see boxes to the side along here on this side that don't have a check mark, you know that you haven't finished them. Here's another way to see where you are. Up here in ZyBooks, if I click on the name of our book, all of a sudden I'm coming to a table of contents for the book. Okay? And I have some percentages here. Now, because I'm an instructor, I have grades for the entire class. That's how everybody's doing overall. But I want to see how I'm doing. So you should not have that drop down, but you should have these percentages that show where you are in the course so far. So you can see in our 2 week 1 assignments, I've finished the using the ZyBook 100% all the way through, but I'm not through with our week 2 work yet. I can click on this down arrow to the right side of my percentages, and it will break it up into every section, and you can see how you're doing on every single section. So you can see on the first section, I've completed it completely. On the second section, I've completed it completely. The third section, I'm almost done. The fourth section, I've done the participation, but I haven't done the challenge questions yet. Let's come to the 5th question. Now, when you work this, I recommend that you work through and don't skip around. Okay? I'm going to skip around just to show you how the ZyBooks work. So I'm going to come to this last section here that's partially completed. And I click on the down arrow again. And now you can see everything that I've done and everything that I haven't. So I've missed one question in the fraction basics that I need to go back and get. I've missed something in the common fractions. I've missed something in 2.5.6, determining the fraction of a number. And I have not finished my challenge questions yet. So if you don't have 100% on one of your sections in the ZyBook, you can click on that section and go right to it. So here it's opening up, and I see my check marks. Okay, the answers are not there, but the check marks show that I've completed them and answered them correctly. And here's the first thing that I have not completed yet. So I'm going to start this activity. Okay, Ray pays 1/4 of the $40 bill. How much does Ray pay? Let's see, I think that's $10. So I'm going to put that in and I check and I get it correct. You need to answer every question to get full credit. So I've answered the first question, but I haven't answered the second question yet. So I'll answer the second question. Ray pays 2/5 of the $30 bill. Let's see, $30, and he pays 2/5 of it. 1/5 of $30 is 30 divided by 5, which is 6. So 2/5 would be 2 times 6, and that would be 12. So I say 12, and I check it, and I've got it done. And now you can see I have both questions done, as well as the check mark for the entire activity there. Okay, so I hope that's really helpful to you. Okay, keep this in mind as you're working through the ZyBooks, and I'll see you in class. Bye-bye.